Good morning. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday, June 14th, 2018. I have been cross stitching for a long time, but I don't do it as often as I used to when I was younger. I've gotten into quilting and sewing and all that stuff. I think I said that last time. This is view number 2, take 2, because the first time I forgot a whole bunch of stuff. But anyways, two of the pieces I do have. One is from a long time ago. My aunt had told me that, sorry, we were part Irish, and I always loved this poem she taught to me when I was little. It's May the road rise up to meet you. And I had actually done the whole thing, and I even put my name and the date. But when I went to frame it, because I was doing it myself years ago, I ended up having to cover up my name, and I did take a peek. I did this clear back in 2000. So, but most of what I've done over the years, it's usually a wedding sampler or a baby sampler or something like that. I've almost always given all of it away. And back at that time, I didn't think to take pictures or, show it to anybody other than just my family and then whoever was getting to see it or receive it. I did one years ago. It had flowers and I think it had some birds and stuff on it, and I turned it into a pillow and I gave that away. The one I did recently, which I really loved, was a cross stitch from Stony Creek that I bought from a lady last year from Craigslist, and I think she was closing her shop or something. She was selling her books, and I just absolutely love this pattern. My husband's part Cherokee. Just a little bit. I mean, not much. But it's called the Medicine Wheel. And when it was all done, I mounted it myself on foam core board. And then I also did the back. I fabric covered the back and glued it together. I just recently bought a black frame. I'm going to put a matting around it and then frame it with a wooden frame. And then these pieces are, you guys can see that or not, but they are this one, and this one. They're all 3D. They're from some jewelry making supplies and stuff that I used to do a long time ago. But I really like it. It's going to go in my husband's room. Well, in our bedroom. That was done for him. And then everybody was talking about Maynia for the last couple years. And at the last minute, at the end of April, it was like 29th or 30th, I decided, I'm going to do that. So I already had started a couple other projects, and one of them is a restart, which I'll show you in a minute. But I decided that I was going to try it. I'm doing 9 that were already, like I already had the pattern and either the floss or the fabric, and I just never bothered to start them. So I'm going to show those first 9, and then the second 9 are all new starts. Something I've either, certain stitch I wanted to do or whatever. So the first one is Kindred Spirits, and it's a really pretty Indian maiden and a wolf. I had started it once before, a long time ago, back in 2003 or 2004, and I had started in the middle. I was having a lot of problems getting it to match up from one side to the other, and then went to pick it up after years without touching it, and it had a big hole in it. I don't know, they dropped scissors on it or what happened. I really don't know. But I was really upset. So I put it away and didn't touch it for the longest time. Well, then about a year and a half ago, I finally bit the bullet and bought a small piece, another piece of the really dark 18 count Ada, and I started it over, and I'm really glad I did. And this time I just learned about gridding when I first started watching Flosstube, and it really helps on the dark fabric. You can really see where you're at. It helps you to count out, because the darker fabric for me is really hard to stitch on. I think this is the only thing other than like one little tiny kit that I did that had dark fabric in it. I'm really looking forward to putting this back on the frame. I've got another project that's going, and as soon as that one's done, it's a kind of a small one. I'll be going back to that. And I'm really excited to get that one done. Oh, I wanted to tell everybody, I know that this is not a quilting channel. It's supposed to be cross stitch, but I'm kind of a multi-crafter myself. I think I said that in the first thing. I knit, crochet, quilt. I do alterations and stuff. But if you guys look at it, it's not exactly the same one as the one that was up here last week. The other one had the larger spools were blue. And I finally got this one off the frame yesterday. Finally got it finished. I'm so excited. But I'll be giving these to my friend. There's the blue one's for her sister, and this one's for her. The squares were her mom's. The embroidered squares were done by their mother, and she just passed a year and a half ago. But anyways, so my next one is Save the Stitches. My next whip is part of the Maynia stuff. And I know I'm late to the game, but I really wanted to do this. Save the Stitches was something I found from Claire from Pyrex Stitches was doing it, and she's the first person I ever saw working on it, and I just thought hers was beautiful. So I'm going to put my cardboard up here. I'm doing mine in the call for black. I've done black work before. I even did one for a friend that was purple work because she loved shades of purple, and I did a purple project for her. But I just think this is gorgeous. Liz Almond is a wonderful designer, and it was really nice of her to give this away. I got the pattern and downloaded it off her website. But I just think Save the Stitches is a beautiful project, and I'm doing mine in, of course, the black, and then I'm going to do it in silver and shades of turquoise and green. Let me put this away. And then my next project is a dresser scarf. A friend of mine gave me this. It was started, I think it was maybe by her sister-in-law. I'm not sure, but it's just a white, well, actually, like I said, it was started. It might have been a kit, I don't know, but it's got the print, it's just a regular stamped, you guys can see that very well or not. It's got a stamped flower motif on here, and what I did was I just decided, I took it all out. I didn't like the shades that were in it, and I didn't have any shades that would match it. Like I said, I think it was a kit, so I don't know what the original floss would have been, but I'm doing it with a 8. I think it's a number 8 pearl cotton, and just doing a white on white. And I got a couple of the squares done so far. And once it's done, I'll just wash it and lightly press it. It's on 100% Irish linen. And I just thought it was really pretty. And so that's the next one. And then the next one after that is the cottage. I had started this a long time ago. I won it at a Chinese auction at Quilt Guild a couple years ago, and I never did anything with it. I finally got it out one day and started it. And it's just this cute little cottage by the river. And I thought it was really pretty. And it's petit point. And I had done one of these years ago. It had a little boy jumping a fence. Actually, I did 2 of them, one for each of my older boys. And then I finished those in, like little, I don't know what you call it, like a little bordered frame. And you could, the boys sat them up under dressers. But, and I had added their names to them and stuff. This is what it looks like. And I haven't really done a lot on it. I've done some up in here and then some down here. I grab a yarn, I'll go until that color is all gone, then I'll grab another color just to kind of change it up. And I figure someday I'll have them all finished. The next one is one I designed myself. It's called Dance As If, well, it's just a poem. Dance as if no one is watching, sing as if no one's listening, and live every day as it is your last. And I've been working on that. Just recently started putting a couple stitches in it, like I said, and all I got was one letter. I started right in the middle so I could make sure my letters came out right. Because since it's just words, I wanted to make sure that came out okay. Let's see here. The next one is my youngest son's life verse, and his life verse is Isaiah 40:31, I think Ginger Gerald Stitcher's doing this one. But I've been wanting to do this for years. I bought this when he was a baby. At church, you know, when we were first going to church and stuff. And I started it. Then realized I started with the wrong color. And had to take it all back out again. So I would be a lot further. But I got just a few stitches right in this. And this one I'm doing from the center out. Because it's kind of... the focal points in the center, I just think it's going to be easier if it's in the center. Oh, okay. And this is something that my cousin gave me. Yeah, it's just a tablecloth. And I thought it was beautiful. Just a little square tablecloth for, you know, a small hall table or whatever. And you can't really see it because I'm doing a tone on tone. But, yeah, there you go. It's coming out all right. So that's in the corner. And this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to do one in each corner. I'm going to do, it's just a Celtic knot. I got it from the library a long time ago. And it's really simple. It's the only reason I'm showing this because it was in a library book. The next one is a book I bought at the same time over 20 years ago. It's Grandmother's House by Paula Vaughn, and I'm finally starting on this one. And I just love anything that's old-fashioned. And this one's my favorite because my grandmother taught me how to sew on a treadle sewing machine when I was little. And that's whenever I got hooked on sewing and pretty much anything that had to do with needle and thread. So that's the one I'm working on next. And it is, oh, it's right here. And once again, I only got just a few stitches in it. I'm mainly doing this to see what I can get done between now and next May. Just to see if I can kind of stay on track and get things done. The next one is just a little bookmark. I got the pattern from a magazine leaflet that somebody gave me like 2 little patterns from out of a magazine once. Oh, excuse me. And I had some leftover, I just have some scraps of Ada. So I was just using, I was going to make a couple of them to give as gifts. And I was just going to wrap some chipboard with some pretty fabric. Maybe something with a floral print or something when it's done. And so that one's that one. And then I would think I was very blessed. I got a chance to buy all 4 of the Lavender Lace Celtic seasons. And also another one that's by Passion Ricomo. I think it's an Italian artist. But I was just absolutely thrilled. There's only like 5 stitches in it, so I'm not even going to show it. But it's the Celtic Summer. My birthday's in July, so I'm really excited to get that one started. It's only got like 6 stitches in it, so I'm not going to get it out. There's that one. But these are the brand new ones. The ones I didn't get up and do until now. This is the Italian one. It's called the Winter Princess. And the colors in this thing are just beautiful. Once again, all I got done was just a few stitches on the fabric right there. Just the beginnings of her hair. This one is the one I'm really looking forward to doing. Christmas is the only season I really decorate for, other than a couple wall hangings that I have that I've made over the years. Basically like little quilts. Here it is. I'll try not to show the pattern, but and of course I lost my bookmark. It's called Oh Starry Night. It's like an old world Santa Claus. I just bought the book recently and I just thought it was beautiful. Once again, I've only got like 5 stitches in it. And mostly the reason why I was doing this just so I could kind of check myself. But this one I'm going to show because, yeah, if I could find it. Oh, here it is. I literally just started at the top. But I had dyed this a while back for a different project and it didn't look right. But I can't wait to use this because it'll be, you know, kind of make it look like it's in the evening when it's all done. And I thought that was a really pretty piece of fabric once I got it dyed. And then the next couple are something I wanted to try that which is specialty stitches. I've been wanting to do hard hanger for a long time, and I've had this linen for a while, so I finally tried it. I'm not sure if it's tightly woven enough, but it came out okay, but it was the first time I'd ever done hard hanger, and this is just scrap, so I'm just going to keep practicing to get better at it. And I used the heavier called for thread, and I felt like it was too bulky, so I'm going to just try it with like 4 strands of just regular DMC the next time I try it. But it was really fun, and I got the I've got the pattern in a book, but when it came time to cutting it, I watched the one lady's YouTube videos, and she was just amazing. She really showed you detail by detail how to snip the threads and pull them out and stuff, because it's pulled thread work. The next one, I absolutely love, sorry about the noise, Guardians of the Galaxy. I love that movie. And, of course, Baby Groot is my favorite. I got this one off of Pinterest. He's, of course, not done. When he's all done, I'll show everybody. But this is just his pot. This is whenever he's just a baby. And I can't wait to get him done. When I get him finished, I'm going to put him in, we have a guest bedroom. Mainly it's for our grandson. It's got toys and a bed in it for him when he spends the night. And when I get it done, I'm going to frame it and put it in there. And then this is another one. It's kind of specialty stitches. It's monk's cloth. And then it's just surface weaving. And I've done it before. I did this one. And then I just did this one recently because I haven't done it in a long time. So, and I didn't happen to have that thread anymore. I think somebody had passed the stash to me or something, and I think it was from a lady from church. But this was just a cotton floss. I was just practicing because I'd been out of practice. I haven't made a piece in years, but I just really like that look. I think it's really pretty, and that was a piece of scrap, and that way I could get back into it. And I'm going to do an actual project with it. And then I think I'm almost down to the end of it. Let's see here. Yep, I got 2 left. I got this one, which is a Janlin kit, but it didn't come with, well, I take it back. It came with a piece of fabric, and it was very stiff, so I had to wash it first. But the yarn was, or not yarn, but the floss was all gone. Not sure what happened to it, but I got it in a big stash of stuff at a yard sale. And so I'm just changing out, basically getting the colors as close to what they're supposed to be. And I've only got like the little tiny bird. I got the outside of this bird started 5 stitches, I think, is all I put in it. So I was trying to keep up with that, and I was working on the quilts and stuff. So I didn't really get a chance to do a lot of stitching. And then this is the last one. It's a crazy patch pillow. Instead of making the crazy patch where it's fabric and then you sew on top of it, the whole pillow is just a piece of Aida. And then, well, a piece of Aida first, and then you're going to turn it into a pillow. But it comes with the fabric, the lace, and the other fabric here for the trim to make the ruched ruffle around it. And then when it's all done, I'm just supposed to buy a pillow, but I'm just going to make it out of quilт batting. I always save my scraps. And I think that's about it. I do have the other 3 Celtic ladies in here, but I'm not going to start those till another time. Thank you so much for watching. Trying to think of anything else I wanted to say today. Have a blessed day, and take care till next time. Bye.